much for being here. You are in for quite a treat. I am just so honored. I'm fairly new to the area, so I don't know a lot of you, and it's just such a delight to see you here. So thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon this way. And I'm realizing my head is, give me 1 second. We're not streaming, but I am recording. We have had an incredible few days. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I have been working with these people online. So I have a membership called the Piano Ninja Tricksters Club. I have members from the United States, Hawaii, France, Switzerland, the Philippines, and many of them, several of them came in this week to enjoy the beautiful Monterey Peninsula. They were at the aquarium this morning. We did a sound bath meditation on the beach yesterday. We did taiko drumming. Yesterday was so cool. Right here, we had all these drummers. It was just so cool. We went to a wonderful concert in San City, the Sandbox, a chamber music concert. We've had wonderful food, lots of good drinking, and I know I'm missing something we've done, but some of these people, and we played piano. Yeah, we played piano. We had master classes. I had a guest presenter who's just fabulous at programming, how to do creative programming, and so a lot of these pianists I've never heard in person until this week. And I've also, the Piano Ninja Tricksters Club is about to celebrate our 3-year anniversary at the end of September. And it's called the Piano Ninja Tricksters Club because it's all about piano ninja tricks that I've developed from my teachings and my study to help make everything easier for adult classical pianists. And I have founding members here that I'll tell you about as they come up, and it's the progress they've made. It's unreal. Like would have to play for you a before video. You just wouldn't believe it. So it's been so rewarding, and then to meet these people, but to feel like I already know them, it's just been amazing. So thanks for being a part of this. Huge thank you to Wendy Kirby, because this play, we had such. I have to tell you, so last night, it's just been so great. It's been our home, and we came in last night. She's got a big movie screen. We had all these we had 3 piano movies we were going to watch. We didn't watch one of them because we just kept talking and talking and talking, and it was just such wonderful, intimate conversation. It was just really great. Huge thank you to our sponsor, Snipville Pet Animal. It's a boarding facility that's kind of between Prunedale and Salinas. If you have a dog, go away just to send your dog there, because it is like heaven on earth for dogs. 2 acres and all. She knows a lot about, Mel knows so much about animal behavior and really separates the dogs as they need to be. And if you don't know, I also, in my other life, create music for canine anxiety. So if you look at your card here, when you scan this QR code, you'll come up with a web page that is... I want to get to know you. Who are you? Do you have a dog? If you do, I have music for you. Do you play piano? I have lots of piano things for you. If you don't play piano, but you just love music, I have free gifts for you there. And I think there's one other category I'm forgetting, but lots of free gifts in this QR code. I think you need to know before we start hearing the music that this is my motto: screw perfect, just make music. They now all have one of these books, and I did not learn this at Juilliard. I learned the opposite at Juilliard. I learned you don't perform unless it's perfect. This is not about performing perfectly. This afternoon is about performing with joy and with passion and forgetting about, it doesn't matter if there's wrong notes. So it's just about the joy of making music and sharing music. And that is when I found Wendy Kirby's place, I was like, it was so perfect. It's like there's grand, and then there's all upstairs where a lot of the pianists are hanging out right now. There's all these digital keyboards, and it was like, but we're in Monterey, so we need to get outdoors, which is why I called it the Beyond the Keys Piano Retreat, because you don't only improve when you're sitting at the piano. You improve by enjoying life and getting out and getting into nature and doing sound bath meditations on the beach and taiko drumming and so forth. So I'm going to share a short story about each performer. So Cindy Wyckoff is here from Utah, and we've been good online buddies now for 2+ years. And we met in a business group. We met in a membership group because she also has a membership. And it was a few months. She joined the club, and it was a few months before I even knew. Well, when she joined the club, I didn't know she played piano because she had a gardening membership. And then when she joined the club and we got talking, I didn't know she was a web designer. So if you saw that beautiful retreat page on my website, thanks, Cindy, for that. So Cindy is self-taught, and you know, this is like, I just love it that you're just playing music because you just love the joy of playing music. So big welcome to Cindy Wyckoff.
Also barefoot player. I like to play barefoot. Thank you. Okay. This next song is a little bit different. It's not classical, but it has a classical basis to it. It's called Things with Wings by Liz Story.
Great job. Great job.
Thank you very much.
David Sheehan, I see about every other week. Half of the year I see him when he's in France, where he lives half of the year, and half of the year I see him when he's in Massachusetts. And he's the only student I teach at 9 a.m. because it's later in France, and don't like teaching in the mornings, except I make an exception because he's worth it. David is so committed. You will be blown away that he did not start piano till he was 40, showing you that it's always possible. And he looks 43, but he is older now. And he's just so committed. And the Schumann Kinderszenen, which is scenes from childhood, it's not music for children. It's not easy. It sounds simple, but it's really complicated. And he's done such a good job with it. And I know this is a little bit like I hear people say, well, there's research on this, that some people would rather die than public speak. And sometimes I think David is a little bit in that position, like he's nervous about performing publicly. And even though he doesn't have to do this, I just am so inspired that he is doing it by choice. So please welcome David Sheehan. Shows you that anything's possible to start at any age, right? So our next performer, Gil Anda, is coming from Pacifica, and hold on just 1 second. And he had a little emergency this morning, so he didn't have his music, and Wendy saved the day, so she has the Chopin Nocturnes. And Gil is, I see you maybe once a month or so online, because we do our lessons online, and very dedicated, and his improvement has really been remarkable in terms of sound and so many things. So Gil Anda with the Chopin Nocturne. Shauna Pickett-Gordon and I go way back. 11 years ago, so I moved here from Half Moon Bay, where I lived for over 30 years, and Shauna's from the coast, that part of the coast side. Also, and we ran into each other in the grocery store, and she said, "Aren't you Lisa Spector?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I'm playing a concerto. It's a premiere of the Nancy Bloomer-Dewson concerto with a local orchestra over in Redwood City. Is that where it was? And I need some help in it." And I didn't know the concerto is great concerto, and I heard her learn this pretty quickly, and it was very impressive, and it was so fun just getting to know this new piece and this new person. We've been colleagues and friends ever since, and she's been in my club, and she's always just adding so much because she's incredibly knowledgeable about so many music. She teaches piano, she teaches voice, and just does a lot of chamber music, and just is so knowledgeable. And this Schumann is just so fun. It's such a delight. It will put a smile on your face. So welcome, Shauna Pickett-Gordon.
Listen, I was in serious trouble with that concerto. And for a month, I was in serious trouble with that concerto for a month because I'm really bad at reading scores and thinking how long it's going to take me. And so after I had panicked for a month, I ran into Lisa in the grocery store. I said, "You don't know me, but I know you. And do you have time for me?" And so I saw her once a week, and by gum, she put it all together. And every week, there was just a new reason for hope, and she was so reassuring. You know, you can do this. Now just do this chunk at this time. Do this chunk at the, now this fingering is going to, it was so, you're a lifesaver. She can do it. She can do it. And my dear friend Tom from back up on the coast side is next after me, and we're going to turn pages for each other, I think. Okay, Tom, let me just see if I can play on this. Yeah, this is okay. Can you sit there?
I think I can.
Fantastic. Okay.
Nod at me or something, or I'll just follow.
Yes, so just follow, right somewhere around about there, and yeah.
So you got to repeat, so you want me to turn back then?
No, there's no turn back.
Okay.
Yeah, repeats are all on the page. Okay. Think of a parent telling bedtime stories to their kid and see what occurs to you. And at the end, the kid goes, "That isn't all. No, more, more." You'll hear it all.
I'm going to introduce Tom in 1 second. Give me just. I don't know if you hit record over here.
It's probably better if you do.
So Tom is also came down from the coast. Said he wasn't part of the retreat, but he drove down yesterday to play for you. And we met maybe 7, 8 years ago. He's also a choral conductor, and he was doing an event, and I was playing for singers, and had no idea he played piano as well as he does because he's so humble. He didn't tell me. And it's just been a delight working with him. And he is in our Piano Ninja Tricksters Club. Tom is the music historian. He finds these obscure videos on YouTube, educates us, these humorous comments by Schnabel and Toscanini, and he's constantly delighting us with just new music and some information. It's so fun. And the Fantasie-Impromptu has been his goal for a while, so all week. He said, I'll be there unless I chicken out. I'll be there unless I chicken out. And here he is. So I'm so glad you're here. Look forward to hearing it.
I'd just like to add that I met Lisa again after having worked with her on this one choral and piano event where she played the waltz from the first act of La Traviata. And she played it so beautifully and with such style and beautiful rubato that I said, I want to work with her. And so then I met her at a dinner at Enzo in Half Moon Bay, and I came up to her and I said, can I take lessons from you maybe? And soon after that we made it happen.
Yeah.
So thank you, Lisa. So this is very much a work in progress, so forgive what you don't approve, please.
Michael Tierra also has not been part of the retreat and just drove down from Ben Lomond to be here and perform. Next year, you're going to come to the retreat, Michael, though, and Tom. And I met Michael during the pandemic, and he came to me and said, I'm at the stage of my life where I just want to spend my time devoted to the great composers and playing the music that I love. And he started studying with me, and he's been such a delight. And we had a meetup when a member was visiting from France. We had a meetup in Half Moon Bay for the afternoon at Eric's house. It was a nice grand piano, and Michael just sat down and started playing the Barcarolle. And it was so beautiful, and it inspired, it shocked me that everybody there played. And it was so great. And recently, and if I can, hopefully I can share this, on his 85th birthday, he played a full recital in Santa Cruz that was to die for. It was so beautiful. He was so relaxed, so gorgeous, and I know this Barcarolle is such a special piece to you, and I love hearing it. So welcome, Michael Tierra.
How many of you have been to Venice and been on the gondolas? Yes, there's a few here. Well, that's what Barcarolle is all about. It's about on the gondolas. And it goes through various tunnels and bridges and various scenes. When my wife and I went to Venice, the gondolier did not sing for us, but they're supposed to sing for you. So I'd like to go back there sometime and have them sing. Anyway, so you're going to hear kind of Italianesque melody. And this piece arguably is considered to be one of Chopin's most perfect and beautiful compositions by many pianists who know it. And being a great Chopin lover myself, I just felt like I had to play it. So thank you.
wasn't ready to start crying yet. Jay Mellman and I go the farthest back. We met when we were 20 and both students at Aspen Music Festival. I will not tell you how long ago that was, but it was a long time ago. And he's come to my concerts, and it's just been a magnificent privilege to be his teacher and to hear his progress. So he had a goal, a really big goal, to play his first solo recital in 30 years. And if I could share that, I know you promised this to your dad on his deathbed. And about a year ago, he not only played a fabulous recital, his daughters flew up from LA, and so all his friends and family were there. If you're familiar with the piano repertoire, he played some of the hardest pieces written. He played the Fourth Scherzo of Chopin. He played the Waldstein Sonata. We were all, our mouths were like dropped to the floor over the third movement of the Waldstein, which is treacherously difficult. He pulled it off like it was just a piece of cake. And I did warn the other members before they arrived, like, do you know how tall Jay is? Because we've only seen each other on Zoom. He's tall. So welcome, Jay Mellman.
And you have to adjust that, right?
Was that beautiful or what? So I met Adam a little before I started the Piano Ninja Tricksters Club. He's here from Michigan. This is the longest flight he's taken. And when I met him, let's see, it was 2020, but maybe a couple of years ago, I heard a video he sent me that I was in shock. It was 2019, and it was the Clementi Sonatina, which is a very early intermediate piece. He couldn't even keep a tempo, couldn't play the right notes, and it was a Clementi Sonatina. 3 years later, he learned the Liszt Dante Sonata, which is, you're going to hear, which is known to be one of the hardest pieces ever written for piano. He is a cyber studies major in college. His progress has been remarkable. He comes to our online meetings and he's like, hey, Lisa, I learned the third scherzo last week. Hey, Lisa, I learned a Beethoven sonata last week. He's really applied these principles of the Piano Ninja Tricks to the 10th degree of learning one at a time and applying it, so that's my promise, is you learn twice as much in half the time. I think he's learned 20 times as much in half the time. So this is a big piece. It's the biggest piece on the program. It's about 17 minutes. And you're in for quite a treat hearing Adam Knight playing the Liszt Dante Sonata. He's also by far the youngest member of our, well, Maria's not too much older, but he's 22 years old and just fits in so great with these adults, and all these conversations have just been a delight. Just speaking with the mic.
Hi. So yeah, as Lisa said, I joined her amazing club back in 2021, and back then I didn't know anything. My teacher that I had for 10 years prior to that was not quite equipped to teach beyond the intermediate level. And so when I was ready to play advanced music, Lisa helped me. I can't even begin to tell you how much she has helped to develop not just technique, because, you know, a lot of people think that the Piano Ninja Tricks are just technique, but working with her, she can just help you with every single aspect of music. And in addition to that, through all these years, she has just been such a mentor and friend to me. So this Dante Sonata is a special piece to me. And so it's, in my opinion, one of the most intense and loud pieces in the repertoire. So I hope you enjoy.
can't believe I have to follow that. Really? He makes it sound easy, and that is not easy. And it has been such a delight to hear him mature, because when he learned it, he could do it technically. Now he just takes so much breath and space, and it's just so magical. So congratulations. Whew. Okay. Mine is much shorter. And the reason mine is much shorter is because I have had literally at the most 5 minutes a day to practice with this retreat going on. So that's why my expression is screw perfect, just make music, and we'll see what it is. So many of you are new to my audience, and so I'm going to share a story of what happened to me in 2017. I had a fluke accident. I fell while I was carrying a water bottle. Never put your finger through the loop of a water bottle when you're walking. Tripped over a curb, and my ring finger, fourth finger for a pianist, is known to be our weakest finger. And the water bottle didn't release when I fell, and I thought my finger had fallen off my hand. And first time ever breaking a bone, and I broke 7 of them. and ended up in ER and had surgery to heal, my first surgery to heal the 7 fractures. My second surgery was an emergency surgery when the bone had slipped. It was about 10 days later, and then I ended up having 2 more surgeries, so 4 over 3 years. And in the process, I developed a rare neurological disorder called CRPS, complex regional pain syndrome, which generally when it happens, it's a rare disorder that happens to middle-aged women when they've had trauma to their hand or their foot. And because of that, I was told by a medical professional that I would never play piano again. So I started playing music for left hand only, and while I was doing that, I kept hearing my right hand joining in and playing along. And now all of my concerts, I do concerts for 1 and 2 hands. So that's what I'm doing for you here. So this is one of the pieces I learned when I only had use of my left hand, was the Godowsky arrangement of the Chopin Aeolian Harp Etude. The Chopin Études are known to be very difficult. Godowsky made them impossibly difficult by like, he took all 24 of them and had 4 to 5 different arrangements of each one, and about 5 or 6 are for left hand only. So I thought, well, I learned the Aeolian Harp Etude when I was 11. How hard could it be? Oh my goodness. It was so challenging. And so what I'm doing now is I'm doing what I call the marriage between my hands. So I'm starting with the Godowsky, left hand only, and then I bring my right hand. And as difficult as I thought this was, now I'm learning the last piece I'm going to play for you is the Revolutionary Etude, which is a study in left hand endurance. I'm not going to play it yet, it's not ready, but I'm now learning the Godowsky arrangement of that for just left hand. Give me another year and I'll play it next year on the retreat. So the Aeolian Harp Etude, and then the beautiful F minor Chopin Etude ending with the Revolutionary. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, what a treat. There's just no words. It's just really been magical. And I'm just so proud of everyone here that played. And I know it was so challenging for some of you who don't normally perform. It's just been incredible. So when I thought of this program, I started to think of what encore I would do. And it's like, why should I do an encore? They should do an encore. So literally, without joking, a week ago today, I emailed Jay and Adam and said, hey, can you learn the Brahms four-hand arrangement of the Hungarian Rhapsody? And so here they are, about to play it for you, having never rehearsed it till yesterday. And
No, it's okay, unless it's gonna blow everything up.
yeah, give me 1 second, because I don't want your music to blow away. They all deserve another hand. Thank you so much. Thank you. There are no words. I'm just so grateful. So, and also, thank you. Thank you. Just want to add a thank you again to Wendy. This wouldn't be possible without you.
Wendy.
We're We are planning on making this an annual retreat. It'll get larger and larger. This is the first one. And we're already talking about going to France and doing one there. Right? And it's just incredible. So we have wonderful refreshments for you. That are going to be outside, cookies and chocolates, and also enjoy the artwork. So this is created by a local Monterey resident. One of them is called the Piano Keys. It's wood art, and there's piano keys in it, and those are for sale. So talk to me about that if you're interested in that. And I would love to be in touch. And Wendy has fabulous concerts here. I don't know if you want to talk about what's coming up. She teaches here, and she had a sold out concert here Friday night, and has fabulous performances here.
Definitely, there's concerts going on all the time. So lots of different styles, genres. Obviously, this beautiful classical concert, but singer-songwriter. We just had Gary Meakin here for jazz. And moving forward, there's something going on every single month. There's Baroque and Unknown coming up, which is all about composers. So please sign up for the website. And
So how do they do that? Is there a sign?
there's a sheet right on the counter at the
Okay.
end.
Okay.
And join the mailing list, and hopefully you get to come back and share some more music with us.
Great.
So,
Thank you.
thanks for being here.
Thank you. Really our pleasure. Thank you.
You know, next time, we'll learn one of the Dvorak's